Anybody at home? Nobody's home.
So, Gail.
Yeah.
You have a bunch of little doodads down here.
Doodaddles.
Yeah. So a few months ago, we did a little video on what is a thermoblock.
Yes, we did.
And you kind of showed us some different versions of thermoblocks.
Yeah,
and
we had
talked
one
about
sawed
boilers.
up, and yeah.
It was very exciting. And in follow-up, we had people say, hey, can you show us more boilers? People like to see the innards of things. I
am curious about stuff like that.
And so here you are today with some innards.
Innards.
Take it away, Gail.
Okay, this is, these are Saeco ones, and this is a heating element.
Okay.
Both sides of the contact for the heating element, and aluminum, and I believe these are stainless steel lined. And this is a thermoblock, goes in one side and out the other, and it heats it on the fly.
And that kind of coils around.
Yes, coils around. Yeah, I mean, in and out, and I don't know which is which on this. It doesn't make any difference. Still attached to
it makes a difference to the machine, Gail.
I know. Somebody cares about it, right? This is a boiler. Same principle right here, but you can see that this doesn't have that center cut out. So this houses more water.
Okay.
This is where the this is a thermo contact paste. And you put, yeah, right, she's had to touch it. You put the
thermostats?
Yeah, thermostats. Yeah.
Okay. Thermo. I'm like, there's only one place to go with this, Gail.
Well, you know, it's early.
Yes.
Anyway, they sit there, and one registers the high of it, the high point where it cuts off, and the other one registers when it's too cold and makes
Got it. Okay.
Okay. So, here's a Rancilio boiler, brass with a copper heating element. The brew head, this bolts onto the brew head. So, when we talk about having your boiler full of water, we don't mean the water tank, we mean boiler.
Yeah.
This is a heating element, just like one you would have in your hot water heater at home, where if it doesn't have water around it, it gets way too hot and bursts.
Okay, and that's what we talk about when we say burning the boiler out is that long-term exposure.
Yep.
Okay.
And if you burn this one out, you replace the whole piece. This heating element is not removable. Okay. It's an integral part of the whole thing.
So a whole story.
Solus the same way.
Okay.
Just smaller. Sits on top of the brew head again. This is an Ascaso. This is a little different, where the heating element is on the outside of the boiler. So it heats up the whole thing.
So if I burned that out, can I just replace the element?
Nope.
Nope.
This
same
element,
old thing.
Yeah,
it's all integrated down in there.
It's integrated in there, and this one is burned out. This is an old one. See that right there?
Mm-hmm.
That's burned out.
It's split a little bit.
Yep. It's a done deal.
It got a little toasty.
Yeah. And what's that guy? The U.
The U. This is a thermoblock.
Okay.
This is the heating element, and in and then out. It heats the water on the fly. It does not store water like this. This stores hot water. This does not.
Okay. So we were noting the transit. I mean, you could see how it might lead to some inconsistencies in temperature.
This is for steaming.
Okay.
Mostly this one here. This
not with shot. Okay.
Something like a Serena.
Got it.
Would have it.
And then when you got the big kahuna.
This is the big kahuna. This is a thermoblock.
No, it's not. It's a heat
a heat exchanger. Why did I say that?
Because you're crazy.
I know.
You and Therm today.
You like this?
Yes. Okay.
No, this is a heat exchanger. So this has an element that goes down in here that's a U shape. It does the same thing as this. It's a heating element inside there. And water in, water out. I don't know where the water goes into this, and I don't know where it goes out. But one of these is an in for, this gets filled about 3/4 of the way, and that water in there is steam temperature. So one of these lets the water go in, and one lets the steam come out.
Okay.
Now the third portion of this is this right down here. This is where the heat exchanger happens. This is water coming in, water going out, and the amount of time that it takes for it to go in, rest in there for, just momentarily, and come out the other side, it gathers enough temperature to be at that 204 when it gets to the brew head.
Okay.
Want to see?
Yes.
This is a sealed portion of that. I'm going to turn the light on so you can see it.
So that little
can you see it in there? Yeah.
Thing down there. That's that sealed tube.
It's sealed. It's not. the waters aren't mixing together. The water in that heat exchanger doesn't come in contact with the water that's inside the boiler that's at steam temperature.
Okay.
It simply just heats it on its way through.
If you put your ear to it, Gail, do you hear the ocean?
Let me see. Oh, I do hear something.
Or maybe the spirit of espresso's past.
It's weird. The first time I put my ear to it when we were playing earlier, I went like this, and of course I didn't hear anything. But this way, I do hear something. It's kind of a metal noise. Yeah, like that.
Make cat a
Say
shot.
Make it. You'll have to put that up to your ear later. You'll see what I mean. It does. There's a little bit. Okay. I'm loading.
Okay. Cool. All right. So that's sort of an additional like primer on different internals.
Yeah.
Boiler.
And there are some
apparatus.
other ones out there that we don't have here. There's aluminum boilers out there
and then a double boiler. Since these are from singles, a double boiler would just be
two of those. Yep.
Different sizes for steam versus brew. That kind of a thing.
The steam would be a bigger one, and the brew would be a smaller one. But they would be similar to this, maybe more like that.
What the steam
size?
Oh, okay.
Yeah, the size would be bigger
for the steam boiler.
Than this. Yeah,
okay.
For a double boiler machine, typically anyway.
Except we showed the Breville ones in the previous
smaller.
video. That's two. That's two or smaller boilers. So.
And they're stainless.
Cool.
There's aluminum, stainless, brass, and copper. This one's copper.
All right. Thank you very much, Gail Williams.
You're welcome. Have a good day.
You too.